last few.
Oh, okay. Well, does he want me to phone him back? Okay.
Thanks, David. I didn't actually see your 1 minute warning, unfortunately, but thanks for doing it anyway. So Marcus, yeah, so you asked about the use of Rudiori. So at the moment, I just want you guys to see this verb shimas to be a good go-to verb if you're not sure. So you can throw lots of different things before shimas if you don't know the verb for something. So Rudiori or shimas. Sorry, Marcus, you're muted at the moment. Do you want to unmute yourself a second?
So there are lots of other verbs that might apply to different styles of cooking and so on, rather than just everything being Rudiori, which would make sense.
Okay, so if you want to, I mean, for example, if you wanted to say please make food, which actually is what most people would say in Japan, you would say Rudiori or skurimasu. Skurimasu, which is the verb to make, skurimasu.
Okay.
But we will come on to that. It's one of the very useful Group 1 verbs. But there are so many things. For example, the verb to work is a Group 1 verb, which is hatarakimasu. Hatarakimasu. Now, if you forget it, you can just throw the noun for labor or toil before shimasu and say shigoto or shimasu. Yeah, driving, unten or shimasu. There's lots of different ways to just remember shimasu and some noun at the beginning. Iaido or shimasu, instead of trying to remember what's practice. I can't remember. So just put iaido or shimasu, tennis or shimasu. And this is a bit like saying let's do lunch. Instead of saying let's eat lunch together, you can just say let's do lunch. Yeah. Really, yeah, it's a good go-to verb all the time. Shimasu. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marcus. Now, is that Yadi's just arrived on finish time? Okay, who else? Do you remember, guys, which of you still had your hands up in the previous session? If you do remember, can you put your hands up one more time, please? So Tom Daly, I think you had your hand up, didn't you? Sophia, Yadi, thank you. Hi, Yadi.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
No problem. Yadi, you did the lesson early this week, didn't you? Well, you were here on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Okay, we're just doing Group 3 te form imperative verbs at the moment, so we're just finishing these off.
Did you notice what is the ite te form?
Sorry, one more time.
Did you already get the idea what is the ite te form?
No, we haven't done the
imas,
group 1 verbs. Yes. Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, yes. Sorry, that's the yeah. Good. Yeah, imas. Yeah, which you can say. You can say ite kudasai. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Yadi. Constantina, how would you say? I won't go to work next week, so please come to my party.
Okay, I won't go next week. Let's start one by one. Okay, Raishu, I'm writing at the same time.
Yeah,
I won't go to work.
Yes.
Raishu, kaisha ni ikimasen. Okay, and the second part was?
So just to join these two sentences together, to put because in there, you can use kara.
Kara.
Yeah, which means because.
Okay. I will go to a party. Okay.
Please come to my party. Please come to my party.
Please come to my party. My party. Watashi wa party no. Watashi to. No.
So please come to my. So my party is the place. So what's my party? How do you say my party?
Watashi no.
Yes. Watashi no.
Okay. Watashi no party ni ikimasu.
So
Ite.
please,
No,
no, please come. Please come.
please come. Come is kite. Kite.
Yes.
Kite
Yeah,
kudasai. Kite
exactly.
kudasai.
Okay, good. Can
So-
you say the whole sentence one more time?
来週会社に行きませんから私のパーティーに来てください。
Good. Excellent. 来週会社に行きませんから私のパーティーに来てください。Okay, let's do this again. 来週
来週、
会社に行きませんからどうぞ。
私のパーティーに来てください。
来てください. Good. Patrick, you have a question.
Is there a rule about when you would use ga versus kara for because?
Sorry, can you say the first bit, between kara and
Ga.
ga? Okay, good question. If you want to make it very clear that you're saying kara because you're really giving a because this is happening, then you would use kara. You can use ga as a kind of, well, as you know already, it means but, or it also means kind of comma. And you can use it as a way of saying because as well. So, for example, if you said, 来週会社に行きませんが、私のパーティーに来てください. You're not making such a strong connection between because I'm not going to work, please come to my party, but it is kind of leading into it. I'm not working next week. Would you come to my party? So I didn't use the word because in that sentence, but you can see there is a kind of cause and effect in that sentence anyway. So you could use ga, but it's probably better to reserve ga for but. Yeah. And if you really want to clearly say because, then we can use kara. And then soon, once we've done the group 1 te form verbs, we can use
Okay,
te.
what's the if there is also word demo?
Let me come on to that into a second, Yadi.
Okay.
You can use the te form to actually make cause and effect. So you can say, because it's hot, I won't go outside. And in this instance, you can use the te form, which we will come on to. So this is why the te form is so useful. Yeah. But for now, let's use kara because it's really easy. Watashi wa Andy desu kara baka desu. Because I'm Andy, I'm stupid. Yeah. Okay, Yari, demo. Demo is used as although. And let's not use it yet because it can only be used in certain ways. So you can't say Tokyo ni ikimasu demo, party ni ikimasen. There's much better ways of saying it than using just throwing in demo. Yeah. So demo is like although. Yeah. Okay. So Yari, you're next. How would you say? Where are we? Group 2, Group 3 verbs, aren't we? How would you say? Because it's hot, I will do iaido. Sorry, please do. Because it's hot, please do iaido. Because it's hot, please do iaido.
Because it's hot.
Yeah. So start off with it. It is hot. It is hot.
Was it atsui?
Yeah.
Atsui.
And then how do you say it is?
I don't remember.
So this was lesson 1. Remember, it is, I am, we are. Watashi wa Andy desu.
Okay. Watashi. But how I say that this is kara?
It is hot is simply atsui desu. Atsui desu.
Atsui desu.
Yeah.
Too easy.
Yeah.
Atsui desu. Kara iaido shimasu. Shimasu.
That means I will do iaido, but how would you say please do iaido?
Atsui des kara jaido site.
Yaido o.
Jaido o site.
And then how do you say please at the end?
Please, the end. Kudasai. Kudasai.
Kudasai. Kudasai.
Yeah.
Okay, one more time. Whole sentence,
Yeah.
please.
Atsui des kara jaido site kudasai.
Yes. Atsui desu kara yaido o shite kudasai.
Ah,
Good.
o. Yeah.
Yes.
Again the o.
Yeah. I should add here, I'm making you guys put in the o so that you understand the grammar, so that you can, when you start to read Japanese, you know what this o means. But you should know that actually Japanese people often drop the o, and they drop particles just the same way that in English we would put apostrophes here and there. And I won't say my name is Andy, I would say my name's Andy. So dropping particles isn't really a problem. It doesn't change the nature of the sentence, but it's important to know this correct grammar first. So yeah, just in case you hear it and you think, I didn't hear or, when that person said it, you can drop it. But I don't want you to at the moment. I want you to speak completely correct Japanese. Okay, Sophia, how would you say next week, every day, please come to my house? If you don't know the word for house, let me know and I'll tell you what it is.
I know. Okay.
Good, okay.
Okay. 来週毎日私の家
Good.
来てください。
So what comes after ie? How do you mark the location?
家に
Yep, that's it.
来てください。
Yes. Can you say the whole sentence one more time, please?
Okay. 来週毎日私の家に来てください。
Good. Okay. Now, Sophia, can I ask you to now, because I know that you're actually quite good at Japanese. Can I ask you to not look down? Don't look down at your paper, and then look at me and say the sentence one more time.
Okay. 来週毎日私の家に来てください。
Perfect. 来週毎日私の家に来てください.
Okay.
Yeah, you are good at Japanese. You're just not very confident, I can tell.
Yes, I haven't had no practice, speaking practice with Japanese.
Well,
I did reading, writing, and yeah.
Yeah, well, you're picking it up very quickly, so have confidence. Have confidence.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Tom Daly, do you want to have a go?
Yeah, I can have a go, but should we let the others go first? Because I'm slow.
Well, actually, there's only 3 of you left, so you're in the last 3. So let's try next week. If there's any words you don't know, Tom, just say and I'll throw the words in. Next week, please come to my party.
Is next week?
I'll tell you now, because vocabulary is not something that we have to focus on. It's raishu. Yeah. And
okay. So it'd be raishu.
Good.
Please come is.
So let's say the location first. So my is. Do you know how to say my? Something belonging to me.
Watashi.
Watashi no. So watashi no is me, and then to turn it into possessive, we just put no at the end. Watashi no. Okay, and then party is simply, would you believe it? Party, exactly. and then we mark the location after party to say to is marked with ni. So raishu watashi no party ni. Dozo.
Okay, so raishu watashi no party ni, and please is kudasai.
So how do you say come though in the
Oh,
imperative?
come. Shite?
That's do. Do you
Oh,
remember?
it's do.
It's the other one.
Kite.
Yes, exactly. And then
Okay.
please at the end.
Kudasai.
Yes, good. Raishu watashi no party ni kite kudasai. Can you say the whole sentence one more time again, please, Tom?
Sure. Raishu, watashi ni,
Oh, watashi no.
watashi no, sorry, watashi no, party ni,
Yep, good.
kite kudasai.
Good, exactly. Well done. Raishu watashi no party ni kite kudasai. Good. Well done, Tom.
Good. Thanks.
Nazca, how would you say next month, please do iaido every day? Next month, please do iaido every day. Yeah.
毎日
Good.
ヤイドをしてください。
Perfect. 来月毎日 iaido o shite kudasai. Good. Thanks, Nazca. And Amanda, you're the last one, I think. How would you say, excuse me, next week, please cook next week, please cook cake every day. This is me subliminally sending you messages, Amanda.
来週、料理を、ケーク料理を、no, 来週毎日ケーク料理を、してください。
Really good. Guys, just so you know, Amanda sent me a very nice cake, which is why I'm trying to program her to do it every day. So yeah, this was actually supposed to be a little bit difficult because we've got cake as an object and ryori also as a kind of object. So in this case, we don't need to keep throwing in ors and making lots of objects. We can say, Raishu mainichi keiki o ryori shite kudasai. So now the o, which was between ryori and shite, has moved between keiki and ryori. Yeah, keiki o ryori shite kudasai. This basically means, guys, that you can say, you don't have to say shigoto o shimasu, I will work. You can say shigoto shimasu, tennis shimasu, iaido shimasu. Really, if you're talking in natural Japanese, you don't have to throw in or all the time. You can reserve the particle or to talk about the thing that you're working on or the thing you're practicing or the thing you're cooking. But if you use it, it's good, it's fine. Okay, any questions before we move on? Everybody good? Excellent, because we're about to step into the twilight zone. That is group 1 verbs. Let me share this screen with you. Okay, so we know how to transfer group 2 verbs. We take off the te, beg your pardon. We take off the ru and put te from the infinitive, or we can take it off of the mass form, it doesn't matter. For group 3 verbs, we take the mass form, remove the mass, and put te on at the end. And then group 1 verbs, all we have to do is rearrange vital parts of your brain and change all the universal dimensions into a nice bouquet of flowers. And that's it. That's how you do group 1 verbs. Okay, see you next week, guys. Bye. Right, here we are, group 1 verbs. Now, if you, I'll ask you in a second, once we finish this part of the lesson, if you didn't read the article that I wrote on this on the Facebook post, then I'm not going to ask you questions at the end. I'm going to ask you to read it first. But if you did read it, then I'll ask you some questions and we can practice it. But I'm going to explain the whole thing with you anyway, whether you read it or not. Okay, so those of you that read the article will remember that I want us to first look at how the Japanese syllabary how the Japanese alphabet is set up. So this is the entire syllabary minus all of the softened syllables or the plosive syllables. So, for example, ga, which is a softening of ka, isn't here because it behaves in a similar way, and pu, which is a softening, is a plosive of hu, isn't here either. But there are all these other ways of slightly changing these syllables. But this is the basic set. So you'll first all see that the vowel order is slightly different to English. It goes a, I, u, e, o, a, I, u, e, o. So you have to program this in, just remember, practice it and remember it. A, I, u, e, o. And then the order of the actual syllables goes a, ka, sa, ta, na, ha, ma, ya, ra, wa. Those of you that were in the training sessions on Tuesday know what is about to come. There is a good way to remember this order, this akasata naha maya rawa which is to sing it to the tune of Frere Jacques, which I am going to very embarrassingly sing to you now, and then we're going to sing it together. Akasata naha maya rawa rawa Japanese is boring. I mean, sorry. Akasata naha maya rawa Okay, so now I'm going to ask you all to unmute yourselves, and we're going to sing it together a few times. Okay, ready, guys? Are you all unmuted? Unmute yourselves, please, guys. Otherwise, I'll come round to your houses and unmute you. Okay, Amanda, I can see you're still muted.
Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties.
Okay.
And I can't sing.
That's no.
You can't sing. That's not a reason to not sing.
Yes, it
is. It didn't stop many pop groups making millions of pounds.
Well, I know, but I was informed by a teacher at the age of about 10 that I couldn't sing and I should shut up, so I did.
I had the same thing with the recorder. Okay, just mumble in the background, Amanda.
Right, that's normal for me.
After 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. Hey, see?
Oh my God, it's worse than Tuesday.
One more time, guys, and then we do it without looking. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. Excellent. Okay, now let's try and do it with our eyes closed, shall we? Oops. Okay. Yeah, good. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I can now see some of you are muted. How dare you mute yourselves?
I thought we were going.
Actually, Effie, especially I want you unmuted because you're the loudest one. Okay, last time, guys. Yeah, last time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cool. Good. Okay. You'll be glad that I'm now going to mute you all. Bye, everybody.
Sorry, before you do, apart from the comic value, how important is the actual order? Obviously, we've got to remember all of the syllables, but how important is the order? Is that come up at some point? It's very funny, but
it's not that important. The original Japanese syllabary alphabet isn't this order, actually. It's
really?
no, it's not. I've got a cup with it written on, but I don't have it with me, and I haven't learned it either. but I would suggest learning it so that at least you know exactly how many there are and you don't miss any out if you're trying to recall. Yeah. So it is worth spending. Honestly, it won't take you more than 5 minutes to, if you sing this little song, in 5 minutes you will have learnt it for life. I bet some of you can still remember songs that you learnt as teenagers, even if you haven't sung those songs for 20 or 30 years, or 40 years even. The song will come on the radio and you will know all of the words to this song, and it's really strange because you don't even remember practicing that song. You sung it a few times when you were a teenager, and somehow it's in your head because it's got context, because it's already linked in with other parts of your memory. It will stay in there, and that's why it's good to learn it as a song. So just once we finish the lesson, guys, wander around your house, whatever you're doing, and just sing this a couple of times, and you will never forget it. Okay, cool. Let me go back to the screen again. Okay, can you all see this slide? Great. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of navigation. Sorry. We're going to do a little bit of navigation around it. So these are, underneath here, you can see I've written a lot of group 1 verbs. And again, what you should notice is that 99% of the time, these are made up of a stem and then a final syllable. And again, it's the final syllable which is going to change. So in the case of this row here, where we've only got the vowels as the syllable, which is going to make the stem. One example is aimas, which means to meet, aimas. So this is, in the infinitive, is ao. So it's made up of a non-changing stem and u at the end. Now, if you look at here, we've got the row is u, this one here. To make this into the mass form, we simply move from this row here, into the row above. So ao, turning this into the mass form, into the polite form, the u becomes an e. So it becomes aimas, aimas, aimas. Here we've got another verb, kaku, which means to write something down, kaku. And so this will go from ku at the end to the row above. So Sophia, how would you write kaku? How would you say kaku in the polite mass form? Sorry, Sophie, you're still muted at the moment. Can you just click again?
Okay. Kakimasu.
Yes, good. Kakimasu. Kakimasu. Good. Now you see that this final part here, gu, it sits in the k syllables, but it's that word, isn't it, David? What's it called? The softening of the syllable. Do you remember what it's called? It doesn't matter. Don't waste time looking it up. But
rendaku.
Rendaku, thank you. So oyogu means to swim, oyogu. So gu, if you imagine gu being here, Sophia, can you answer again? How would you change oyogu to swim into I swim in the mass form? Sorry, you still
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can hear me. Yogima.
Oyogimasu.
Yogimasu, yes.
Oyogimasu. Yeah, good. Thanks, Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
I used osu here, but I think I used something else on Facebook. What was it? Osu. I can't remember. Osu. So there isn't a Japanese syllable for si, like saying taxi, but they have shi instead. So osu, meaning to push, would become, Marcus, how would you say push in the mass form?
Oshimasu.
Oshimasu. Good. Guys, we've got 10 minutes left. If I forget, we've only got 10 minutes left. Can you come back for another 10 minutes after for a final third session? So just re-click the link again and come back if we run out of time.
Andy, I think the verb you were looking for was sashinari.
Good. Yeah, thank you. The sword in the obi. Yeah. So thanks, Tom. Yeah. So there's lots of Japanese words, guys, that you already know, and lots of them are group 1 verbs. You'll be glad to know. So the word sashinari, I'm sure you've heard that recently, to talk about the sword being in the obi, the direction of the sword in the obi. This sashi at the beginning, sashinari, sashi, is sasu, which means to stab or to put something into. So the meaning of putting a sword into your obi is sashimasu, sashimasu. So this is a group 1 verb. The infinitive is sasu. Therefore, the mas form is sashimasu, sashimasu. Thanks, Tom. Then let's look at this column here, matsu. So this is in the ta column, and they don't have a syllable for tu, but they have tsu, tsu. Also, they don't have a syllable for ti either, but they do have chi, chi. So matsu means to wait, to wait. So Effie, how would you change that into I wait in the mas form?
Machimasu.
Good, yes, machimasu. And again, you've almost certainly heard this. You've almost certainly heard senseis shout out, mate kudasai, please wait, mate kudasai, mate kudasai. So this is also something that you may have heard. Mate, matsu, matsu, machimasu. Good, thanks, Effie. In the na column, we have nu, and a word to in the nu is shinu, to die. There aren't many words actually which finish with nu, but shinu, meaning to die, is one of them. So David, how would you say I will die tomorrow?
Ashita shinimasu.
Yes, good. Ashita shinimasu. Good, thanks, David. Okay, in the ha column, we don't have any verbs which finish with hu, hu. And you can see they don't have an actual hu, but this hu isn't like the way that an English person would say foo, like eating food. It's somewhere between foo and hu. So it's a kind of soft hu, hu. So if you guys can pronounce that now, you just get used to it. Hu, hu. So fermented soya bean paste is tofu, 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 not tofu. It's not tofu, it's tofu, tofu. The fish which, if you eat the liver, you die, is not fugu, it's hugu, hugu, hugu. Okay? So hu becomes he, but as there aren't any verbs which finish with hu, they have the rendaku, the softening of fu into bu, bu. So this means to call, yobu. So Konstantina, how would you say, I will call you next week?
Next week, Raishu,
Raishu,
Raishu, call you. I will, next week I will call you. Okay. Raishu and the to yobimasu.
Yobimasu. Good, exactly. Yobimasu. Good. Thanks, Konstantina. Okay, and then we have in the ma column, we've got yomu, which means to read. So Harry, how would you say the mas form to read? I will read.
Yomimasu.
Yes, so it simply moves from mu up to mi. Yomimasu. Good. There are no verbs which finish with you, so that's good. We can forget those. And there are no verbs which finish with wo. I'll come back to wo in a second, actually. But we do have verbs which finish with ru, which aren't group 2 verbs. So kaeru, meaning to return home or to go back to your country, but to return is one of these verbs, which is a group 1, but it finishes with ru. Who's here? I can't see everybody who's here at the moment. So let me pick somebody randomly. Patrick, so how would you say next week I will go home?
来週、家に帰ります。
Perfect. 来週家に帰ります. So 家 means home. 家に帰ります. So we've simply jumped from ru up to the next column to make this part ri 帰ります. 4 minutes left. Okay.
Is it okay to say just Raishu kaerimas?
Of course, yeah.
Just without
exactly, yeah. Yeah. So you could say Igirisu ni kaerimasu. I will return to England. Or if you're already in England, then I would say ie ni kaerimasu, which means I will go home. Or I can just say kaerimasu. I'm going home. Yeah, exactly. Good. It just means I will return. So by context, it's clear whether you're returning to your country or returning to your home. Okay, there's a couple of exceptions and funny bits here that I want to just raise your attention to. The first one was that wo, this syllable wo, we use this to write o when we're marking the object sushi o tabemasu. And this is the only time in modern Japanese that we use this syllable. We don't use it anywhere else. If we're writing, for example, if I wanted to write my surname in Japanese, in katakana, well, my surname is Watson, but I can't write wo. I have to write Watason. So wo is only used in this part to mark an object. If you pronounce this sushi wo tabimasu, you would be completely understood. In fact, you would sound like a very old-fashioned Japanese person. But nowadays, this is just pronounced o. But we only write this way to mark the object marker. Okay. We only have you and your in the ya column, so nothing to worry about there. We only have in the n column, and I think that's it for now. Done fu already. Okay. We've got 2 minutes left. I should probably forget that we've only got 2 minutes left, and we'll run over time. So let's just click one more time after this, and we'll just do the last 10 minutes. Okay.
One question. If you have yobu and yomu, and they come all yonde.
They do, yes.
How you separate them? Is it just a situation or?
Yeah, I'll come on to this into a second, Yadi. Let me do the other ones first.
Okay, yeah.
So when we transform these into the te form, into the imperative, there are patterns. There are patterns which these groups are divided up into, and I've made these patterns by coloring them. So the way we transform this one, u, tsu, and ru, is all the same way. It's all the same way, and I've got it written down here. You remove the final syllable and put a hard te on the end, a hard te, so it's a double T. So please meet me would be atte kudasai, atte kudasai, atte kudasai. So let me pick somebody. David, how would you say please wait?
Mate kudasai.
Yeah, so this is quite hard though. So this is mate kudasai. So it's a definite double T. Mate kudasai.
Mate kudasai.
Yeah, exactly. So the whole TSU at the end becomes double TE. Mate kudasai. And then
would it be mate or mate kudasai?
It depends what you want to say. So if you just wanted to say please wait, you would say mate kudasai. If you wanted to say please wait for a train, we're going to cut off now, David. So let's click over to the next session and I'll answer it there. Okay, so let's just go back one more time, guys. See you on the other side. If I can work out how to end this session. There we go.